So welcome to kundalini-йога at the park. We do this every Sunday at 9:30 a.m.
Тот опыт, который я проходила в кундалини, он был позитивный.
Go ahead and deeply inhale and bring your awareness back to the breath. If you research or if you look up kundalini-йога on Google, there's a lot of things that say it could be dangerous. I myself suffered from anxiety, and kundalini helped me.
Could you tell me why all kundalini teachers and students wear white clothes? Привет! Меня зовут Настя Халва, и на этом канале я помогаю тебе найти практики, чтобы узнать самого дорогого и важного человека в твоей жизни – это самого себя. Каждый мой выпуск наполнен практиками, которые ты можешь применить уже прямо сейчас. Досмотри этот выпуск до конца, и твое мышление, твоя жизнь точно изменится. Погнали! Привет! Меня зовут Настя Халва, и на этом канале я исследую себя и мир вокруг. Сегодня я буду рассказывать о кундалини-йоге. Вернее, не я буду рассказывать, а мастер, учитель. Ее зовут Мелисса. Она живет в Лос Анджелесе и уже около 10 лет практикует кундалини-йогу. Что такое вообще кундалини-йога и почему так много вокруг нее ходит разных слухов? Сегодня мы об этом узнаем. Много веков кундалини-йога была доступна немногим и оберегалась. Сейчас она набирает популярность, но многие утверждают, что практика опасна. Так ли это на самом деле? Вообще цель занятий кундалини-йогой – разбудить дремлющую в человеке энергию кундалини, которая, согласно учению основателя йоги Панджана, расположена в нижних чакрах. Другими словами, у основания позвоночника. Разбудить энергию кундалини можно с помощью выполнения асан, медитации, дыхательных упражнений и пения специальных мантр. Я считаю, что мнение о кундалини-йоге является в каком-то плане предубеждением о том, что она опасна. И предубеждения эти довольно часто мешают людям вообще жить и воспринимать что-то новое, открывать для себя какие-то новые возможности. Кундалини сильно отличается от других практик, особенно от привычной всем хатха-йоги. Ведь здесь приоритет делается не столько на физическом развитии тела, сколько на гармонизации физического тела и эмоционального фона человека. Очень долгое время я вообще не приступала к кундалини-йоге и начала, наверное, только год назад вообще интересоваться, что это такое и что мне это может дать. Я это отношу к тому, что до этого я просто была не готова к этой практике. Но год назад все изменилось. Мы сегодня будем разжигать энергию кундалини. Я уже практически подъезжаю. Энергия кундалини — это есть, кто-то называет энергией секса, энергией жизни. В общем, есть спорные моменты по поводу кундалини. И сейчас я хочу тоже их задать нашему эксперту. Но тот опыт, который я проходила в кундалини, он был позитивный. Мне очень нравится, и периодически утром, особенно если я проснулась в каком-то странном состоянии, то я использую этот метод, я использую эти техники дыхания, потому что они очень быстро меняют твой фон в теле и меняется, соответственно, состояние. Вау! В общем, я уже практически подъехала. Что-то опять интересное меня ждет. Так, беру с собой все, даже куртку, потому что когда мы будем лежать, будет уже холодно. А с утра, как обычно, в LA не так тепло. Hi, could you tell me and audience about kundalini, how you use it, like this tool for rise your energy?
Yes, absolutely. So my name is Melissa Das Akal. Das Akal is my spiritual name. It means to serve through the highest consciousness infinitely. I've been a kundalini yoga teacher for 5 years now, since 2017. That's when I got my certification. And what kundalini yoga is, it's the yoga of awareness. Mm-hmm. So it brings you into the awareness of your own soul. And we use all 8 limbs of yoga. So in each class, you would do breath work, which we call pranayama. You would do kriya, which are exercises done with movement and with the breath. So it's a lot of breath work. We do deep meditation. We use mantras. Mantras they are sacred sounds, right? So these are affirmations in a different language that are very sacred, and they're used to kind of cut through time and space, right? And we also use chanting. So we incorporate all of this in our practice, and what this does is it brings balance to the mind, the body, and the soul. So kundalini yoga works on balancing the nervous system in particularly, and the glandular system. So the glands are the guardians of our health. Mm-hmm. Our nervous system, a lot of people are under a lot of stress during these times, especially during the past couple of years and right now, with a lot of things are going on our planet, on the earth. And so when you have stress, you are in this sympathetic nervous system. And so what the sympathetic nervous system does is it brings your body into a fight or flight state, right? So you're releasing cortisol and all of these hormones. Your body thinks that you're in danger. And in that state, you can't rest and you can't restore. Your body cannot heal. So what kundalini does is it suppresses that sympathetic nervous system and brings you back into the parasympathetic nervous system. And in the parasympathetic, that's where your body can rest and restore. In using the breath work, which is prana, which is our life force, it brings a balance to our body, to the hemispheres of the brain, and to our energy system, which are the chakras. So it works a lot on the alignment of the energy that we have in our body within the 7 chakras. So welcome to Kundalini Yoga at the park. We do this every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. What we'll do is we're going to go ahead and tune in. So in Kundalini Yoga, you tune in with a mantra. We'll chant this mantra 3 times. It is called the Adi mantra, and the words are Ong, Namo, Gurudev, Namo. And so what this essentially means is I bow to the creative consciousness that is within all things, and I bow to the divine teacher that is within me. And so that kind of just sets the tone for our practice and gets us connected with our higher self, right? And so we'll chant that 3 times. It's okay if you don't know the words, just go along with me. Just allow yourself to deeply relax, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders. You're just melting onto your mat, melting into the ground below you.
What about dangerous? Because with breathing very strong, and some people, I think honestly, especially in Bali, I have heard that it's not healthy and it can be dangerous for body.
I understand. I know if you research or if you look up kundalini yoga on Google, there's a lot of things that say it could be dangerous. In my experience, it isn't dangerous because as a yoga teacher, we let you know that the breath of fire, which is the rapid breath, it should be an equal inhale and an equal exhale. So it's not hyperventilating. If you're hyperventilating, then you're doing it wrong. So as a teacher, I tell my students, don't do anything that you feel uncomfortable with. If you could only do breath of fire for 30 seconds and you need to take a break, then go ahead and do that. It's important to listen to your own body. What I found is kundalini-yoga is a buffer for having the kundalini awakening, which some people I've found that they say that it could be dangerous. I've never experienced any adverse effects in kundalini-yoga with the breath work because I think each person should be mindful of their own body. And if it's too much, then take a break and then come back to it. But as far as the heavy breathing, the breath of fire, it's really used to remove toxins within the blood and to oxygenate your entire body, all of your muscles, your brain. And it really works. I mean, for me, it energizes me, the breath of fire. It's something that I do every morning, and to really elevate your consciousness. That's how I feel about it.
How it elevates my consciousness?
On a physical level, it balances, like I said, the nervous system and glandular system. On a spiritual level, we're working on bringing up deep-seated issues that are within the subconscious. And what happens is in life, as we go through traumas, the trauma is stored within the body, within the muscles, right? So as you move on through your life, these traumas can be reactivated depending on different situations that you're going through. And so when you're balancing that nervous system, it works, it integrates simultaneously with the mental and your soul body, because you're bringing up those things from the subconscious that are hindering your awareness that you're not just a physical being, you're a spiritual being as well. And so what kundalini-yoga does is it quiets the mind and it works on those maybe traumas that you might have from your past.
It was my next question. Is it work with trauma?
Yes, it does work to heal traumas because we're bringing up traumas that could be in the subconscious mind and facing them. You know, there could be times during kundalini-yoga where you remember something that has occurred in your past, and the subconscious mind is bringing this forward, and you're able to look at it, understand the trauma response that you've been having. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's panic attacks, right? And what this technology does, and we call kundalini-yoga a science and technology, and you have to use it though. You have to do it, you know, on a daily basis, the breath work. So we're really balancing those things. Go ahead and deeply inhale and bring your awareness back to the breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, gently waking yourself up. Circle your wrists and your ankles one way and then the other way. Go ahead and do a deep, deep stretch, bringing the arms over the head, stretching, stretching. You could go ahead and bring your arms to your sides, kind of like a T, and do a cat stretch, bringing one of your legs over the other, and then looking the opposite way. Then switch sides. Bring your hands and your feet together and rub them together, sealing up the energy. Go ahead and bring the knees into the chest and grab on to your shins, rocking yourself side to side. And then forward and back, bringing yourself up onto your mat for our final meditation. I myself suffered from anxiety, and Kundalini helped me in understanding
anxiety
that.
About all things?
Mostly I suffered from getting anxious around big crowds of people, things like that. It was very hard for me to even go into a bank, to even go to Target, to even talk to a crowd as I do now because I'm a teacher.
What did you afraid?
I don't know. I just had this trauma response. I would get red hives. I would feel my heart beating very fast. Like this fear kind of would rise up that I didn't understand. I just knew that physiologically it was affecting me. And after doing kundalini yoga and doing the breath work and kind of silencing my mind, I realized that it really balanced my nervous system, because all of that was my nervous system. For some reason, I was stuck in this trauma response of having my sympathetic nervous system turned on and heightened. So my body was in this response of fear. And what the kundalini yoga did was it really took me out of that sympathetic nervous system, right?
And how long did it take healing with trauma?
I mean, I think it's a lifelong process. I don't think it's ever finished.
Ah, okay.
I don't have anxiety anymore or panic attacks. I'm able to teach a class and not, I won't run away, and I don't get the little red hives. 7 years ago, if I was speaking to you in this interview, my whole neck would have been all red. And it's not because of that, because of the balance that Kundalini yoga brings, I believe. And it allows your mind to take a back seat, right? It brings you into the awareness of your soul. And so the soul is kind of driving the car. In Kundalini yoga, we believe that we have 3 minds: the negative mind, the positive mind, and the neutral mind. The negative or positive is overactive. You can make decisions that maybe might not be good for you, right? So we want to kind of take a look at that, analyze things in a way where we can come to a neutral response, a heart-centered response, a compassionate response. And that doesn't mean that you allow people to take advantage of you or step on you or anything like that as well. But it means that you can compassionately create boundaries for yourself. So for our final meditation, we're going to do the Siri Gayatri mantra. This is a healing mantra. And so I chose this mantra because I feel that it's extremely needed for parts of the world that are going to through things right now. Any loss of life is not good, right? I don't get into politics or anything like that, but none of it is good. And so what I want us to do as we're doing this meditation, which is typically for healing, for sending the energy of healing to someone else who is not here. You could also use it for yourself. So if you want to use this practice outside of class, you can. You can use it for yourself or for anyone else. But if you'd like to join me in sending your energy towards whatever's happening right now in Russia and Ukraine, then do that. Or if you don't have to, if you'd like to, you can offer it to someone who needs this healing. But what we're doing is we're going to be chanting the Siri Gayatri mantra, which is Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, Hung. And we'll go Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, and you'll bring the navel center in. So Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, you let it go. Se, So, Hung. Ra, Ma, Da, Sa, Sa, Se, So, Hung. As you're saying it, you're gonna project your energy and visualize this healing energy wherever your focus is. Okay, your elbows are gonna be at your sides and your palms are gonna be facing up towards the sky. Okay, the entire time.
Could you show some exercise that overcome anxious?
Sure. I mean, I believe that the breath of fire does help that.
Yeah, can we?
Yeah, I'll show you the breath of fire. So what the breath of fire is it's a fast, rapid breath. It's an equal inhale and exhale done only through the nose. You want to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and your jaw is relaxed. It's similar to panting, but only through the nose. And so I'll give you an example. It will look like this. So your navel center is going in and out, equal inhale and exhale. So it's not a hyperventilating, right? You're not hyperventilating. If you're doing it correctly, you won't feel like you're hyperventilating. So you can come back to it and try again if you feel that way. They'll go like this. Go ahead and deeply inhale. And we'll hold the breath in, so suspend the breath. And you'll feel this heat that you've cultivated here within the chest. And exhale. How did you feel?
It's good. Thank you, because I told you from the situation in the world, and I understand that and consider myself my friend, and it's okay with my friends, with my family, and I'm here in sunny California, but I started feel anxious, and it's like my mood down, and I have like some goals, happy mood every day, but it's like I feel this we can say like bad vibration and this pain, and I started to feel that we're really all body, and right now, and it's like I back in my body and it's okay, and I'm here.
Absolutely. And that's what it will do. It will help you to calm those nerves and to really come back into your awareness. So that way you're able to think, like I said, from a neutral mind and think, okay, what can I do about this, right? The one thing you can focus on is your energy, right? And your mood first. And that way you can come from a place that's not filled with all of that energy, that kind of heavy energy. You could come from a place where you're expansive, and maybe the answers can come to you in that state better than they could from a place where you don't feel expansive, right? Where you don't feel like you're in your awareness. And I completely understand. The energy is very heavy right now.
There's
another one I could show you.
Okay.
for to calm you. You want to breathe through the left nostril. So we call these are energy channels, right? The left nostril, the right, and the right nostril. And so the left nostril is the Ida. It's associated with the moon. So you just want to block off your right nostril, and you'll inhale through the left nostril only 26 times, inhaling. Exhale. And you'll just continue that breath, inhaling and exhaling 26 times from the left nostril. It's a very calming breath since it's associated with the moon, with cooling. It's a cooling breath. And it will get you back to your center. It will ease the nerves and any anxiousness that you have. So if you want to try that, you can try
only
that practice.
one.
Only through the left, inhaling and
Only
exhaling.
left, not right.
Not right.
Why?
Because we're working on that energy center. We're working on that energy center that's used to calm. You could use both when you're doing you breathing to create a balance, right? The right nostril is associated with the sun, but for this particular calming pranayama, you want to do only through the left so that it creates a soothing, cooling breath.
And how many times?
26.
26. Через левую ноздрю 26 раз. And could you show the third one?
A different one?
Yeah, different one.
Sure. Do you want
Exercise.
to, like an exercise that we do?
Yeah.
Usually during kundalini-yoga, we work a lot on kind of warming up the spine, right? And so we do an exercise called the spinal flex. And what you'll do is you'll grab onto your shins here. And you'll just inhale as you come forward. And you're always leading with the heart center, right? We always want to feel that expansiveness and lead with the heart. So you inhale and bring the heart center forward. And you exhale as you come back and you kind of roll the spine back. And then inhale. Exhale. And then you'll take a deep breath forward and you'll hold it and suspend the breath. Hold the breath in and exhale. And so in Kundalini Yoga, what we're doing to move the energy from the root chakra up through the crown, how that works is through these exercises, what we're doing is we're bringing in the prana, which is the life force, and we're using the apana. Apana is the eliminating force, okay? And so these meet, the prana and the apana meet right at the navel center. And through the exercises that we're doing and the breath work, it creates a pressure, right? So it'll create a pressure right on the root.
Is it like
Shoots.
sexual energy?
Well,
Or is
That-
it different?
it's different in Kundalini Yoga. We do have a sexual energy which is stored in the sacral chakra. That's our creativity, and that's connected to the sexual organs.
But it's not sexual energy.
Not in this in Kundalini Yoga, how we teach it. No, there is, I believe, there are yogas that way, tantric, I believe, right? That
okay.
focuses on the sexual energy.
But I know that tantric
does work with Kundalini Yoga.
Yes.
Yes. I know there might be different forms out there, but so our focus isn't on that, the sacral chakra, the sexual energy. It's focused on moving that Kundalini Yoga is stored at the base of the spine, right? In the root. And so when you create that pressure, we want it to come up and through all of the chakras. So the sacral chakra, of course, we want that to be balanced, right? The root chakra, which is your safety, your groundedness, your creativity, and your sexuality, all balanced, right? That's in the sacral chakra. And then you have your solar plexus, which we call the navel center. That's going to be your power, right? That's your power source. That's where the feelings of anxiety can be stored in. Your heart chakra, your throat, the third eye, which is your intuition, right? And your crown. And so what we do by doing all of these exercises, it will move that energy through the chakras, and that will create a balance with all of these energy systems, because you want them to be balanced. There can be different effects on the body and with your energy if one of those systems is not in balance, right? So that's what we want, is a balanced mind, body, and soul. Your eyes are closed down, centered at the third eye point. And you're visualizing the person or the place you're sending this healing energy to, healthy and strong, happy, in their awareness, right? We're projecting this energy. Madasa sa se so hung Ramadasa sa se so hung Ramadasa sa se so hung Ramadasa sa se so hung sa se so hung. Deeply inhale, and as you inhale, envision that white light surrounding the space, surrounding the person, surrounding the people. And exhale. Let's one more time deeply inhale and hold the breath and offer your prayer. Offer your prayer of healing. And exhale. Bring your arms and lift them up high and vigorously shake them. Just shake it all up. Inhale. And exhale. Close the eyes down and just sit in this space for just a moment and focus on your breath. Go ahead and do a check-in. Feel any differences in the way you felt earlier, mentally, physically, spiritually. How do you feel?
Could you tell me why all kundalini teachers and students wear white clothes?
Yes. Well,
I had in my head this question long time.
So when we wear white, we believe that it expands that aura, it expands the radiance. And if nothing else, when you go to a kundalini yoga class, you'll know who the teacher is. It's their uniform, right? And then we cover our head here with either, a cotton or an organic material, just covering the crown when we teach. And what this does is it creates kind of a filter on our crown chakra, right? For any energy coming in or out.
Okay.
And that's really why. If anything else, it's our uniform. But yes, we believe that it shows your radiance. It expands your aura. So when you walk in a room and you're wearing the white clothes, people will see that aura, that expansive aura and that expansive radiance, right? And you kind of present yourself in that way.
Okay. And do you do kundalini every day or not?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's called sadhana. And sadhana is a daily practice. And so I practice
1 hour?
kundalini. So it depends. Every day I at least practice a kriya, which is 1 hour, or a meditation. And we also do a sadhana, an Aquarian sadhana, which I personally don't do every day. I could let out my secret. But I do try and do it at least once a week, which is where you wake up early in the morning. We call it the ambrosial hours, the Amrit Vela, which is the sweet nectar, which is the hours between 4 and 7 a.m. And so this is a 2-hour meditation where we chant and meditate and do kriya within those hours, because it's a very special time where the veil is thin and you can connect, right? You can connect easier. It's very quiet on the earth. And so we often do these meditations during that time between 4 and 7 a.m. That's an Aquarian sadhana. If you've ever tried it, try it. It's amazing. I did a 40-day Aquarian
And
sadhana.
what happened?
So in 40 days, if you do Aquarian sadhana, it said you break a habit. And so what I found was very interesting, where my nerves were very calm. I do often, right now I don't. I cut my nails, but before I used to bite my nails so short. Okay? And it was during that time when I did the 40-day Aquarian sadhana that one day I just looked and I had long nails and I wasn't biting them anymore. So all of those nerves, right? That's what it went away. So that's a habit, one of the habits that I dropped during my sadhana.
Wow. And only 40 days, and why did you not keep up with
You can keep doing it. 40 days was kind of the practice to break a habit, and then you can go longer and create a new habit, right? For that particular sadhana, I didn't do longer, but there are different chants that I do chant every day. It's a sacred sound. They really cut through time and space and allow for healing and for prosperity and for all sorts of things. There's a mantra that you can chant for anything, and I really believe that they work.
Okay. Thank you. I think it's enough.
Thank you, Sana.
Я человек-новатор и люблю все пробовать новое. И именно на этом канале цель его показать тебе, что есть огромная вариация разных способов, которые помогут тебе прийти ближе к себе, услышать лучше свою интуицию. Поэтому я рекомендую тебе, если ты еще никогда не пробовал кундалини-йогу, взять для себя небольшой челлендж на 2 недели и каждый день заниматься хотя бы по 30-40 минут и посмотреть, как твое состояние изменится. Именно год назад таким образом начался мой путь в кундалини-йогу. Я занималась где-то около 60 дней каждый день. Я дышала по 30-40 минут, я взяла марафон. И мне это очень сильно помогло по-другому вообще посмотреть на дыхательные практики, потому что до этого я их не любила, и мне казалось, что это не для меня. Поэтому я тоже тебе рекомендую попробовать что-то новое, и это новое может привести тебя к новому себе. Спасибо, что посмотрел это видео. Для меня очень важна обратная связь, какая бы она ни была. Ну и до встречи в следующем видео. Обнимаю!